The first 5 years of a child's life is super critical because it develops and shapes their life outcomes. The first 3 years of life, 80% of the brain is developed. In the first 5 years of life, 90% of the brain is developed. This is a critical period of development for every child. And this is a time when emotional regulation, social, academics are formed. All of the necessary building blocks that a child needs for their life comes in those first 5 years of life.
During those first 2,000 days of life, which is essentially from birth to over 5 years of age, the brain is in a period of exponential growth. There are approximately 1 million neural connections that are forming every second during that period. And it is those connections that are then going to establish all the different areas of development that will take place, including language, gross and fine motor, problem solving, and social emotional skills.
Children who are supported early develop a strong sense of self and belonging. These quality relationships when they're younger really help them to feel safe in developing curiosity and this desire to explore the world. And in doing that, it really builds those really strong building blocks for education and academic success later in life.
Think of it like building a house. And these positive and early experiences are going to be the structure that is going to provide the foundation for all of the learning, development, and growth that will take place throughout their lifetime.
Early childhood is really important, whether we know it or not. The things we do as adults really can be connected back to when we were small children. It's really important because in those first 2,000 days, our brain is learning how to learn, and that's something that we carry with us for the rest of our lives. So Apple works with some of the traditional organizations that you would assume we work with, like the school district and pediatricians' offices, but we also really make a point to work with different organizations who you might not typically think we should work with. So some examples are like businesses like tire shops, some churches. So we really want to make sure we're reaching out to all of the different sectors in our community to make sure we're reaching families where they're at.
We love partnering at King County Health Department. We partner with all the sectors available in the community on different initiatives. And especially Apple, we love pairing together to have different events, trainings for professionals. We've had events where we bring both the parents and the families and the professionals and have interpretation there, and really to empower everyone to work together to ensure that the youngest of us are successful.
We participate in Apple's weekly play group, which we love coming to. We do a story time during the play group, but we also bring the library to the play group, so families are able to take books home. We always have an activity ready for them to go, a craft that is supposed to help with their mobile skills.
Our partnership with Apple started in around 2019. We had mobile markets at Greater Elgin Family Health, and since then it's grown tremendously. Every summer we have several mobile markets that are at parks, and in the middle of the daytime families can come over, get food, and also get education and books from Apple.
Organizations like Apple play a key role because they are the boots on the ground. They are building the relationships. Families trust these entities to come and really open up and share what they would like to see in their communities. And we work with Apple to be able to take that information and take it to the folks who are actually building policy, putting things in place, not only locally, but at the state level. Birth to 5 Illinois is constantly engaging with local elected officials, not only locally, again, but at the state, and making sure that what is happening here is elevated and is brought up in conversations that go beyond just this region.
Our partnership with Apple has been instrumental in our ability to connect with families in our community. Through the activities and the play groups that Apple cultivates, we're able to connect with those families where they're at in a safe place. And through that partnership, we're able to keep that same message of a healthy start, whether that's just through their nutrition as well as through their early learning activities.
Community partnerships between folks like Apple and the health department really help wrap the families in care. So they can access a bunch of different services in 1 or 2 places.
So it's really kind of a way of integrating a multitude of systems so that people find each other and find positive things and support, whether they're in the school or whether they're in Epple or whether they're in the church or whether they live in the houses a few blocks around this building. They all kind of fit together, and all those pieces make everybody stronger.
One of the main things that Apple does, and we really try to focus on, is meeting families where they're at. So what one family might need as far as supports might not be the same as a different family. And the way that Apple supports is by connecting families to resources. So if a family comes in needing maybe a developmental screening or needs to know about preschool, Apple serves as a connector. So we connect families to resources to get their kids ready for kindergarten.
Imagine if every parent, teacher, and neighbor felt that they were part of this early learning ecosystem. How amazing would that community be? And not to mention, it would dramatically improve both the quality and access of systems like healthcare and education for everyone in the community.
Basically, a healthy society starts at the bottom, not the top, and a healthy person starts at the beginning, not the end. So if you're going to invest in people, the later you invest, the harder it is, and the earlier you invest, the more you're helping to shape foundational things that last a lifetime.
The research is clear that every dollar invested in our young children will receive a profound return on the investment later.
Everyone in the community plays an important role in supporting families in the Greater Elgin area, specifically kids 0 to 5. Whether you feel like you make a direct impact or not, odds are you do. And we really thrive as a collaborative when we have input from different families with different perspectives. So we really hope that you can join us on this mission of supporting kids 0 to 5 in the Greater Elgin area.